Greetings, mortals. Jared Petty here with IGN. I'm joined by
Tate Phoebe.
And today we're looking at Hearthstone, Curse of Naxxramas, specifically at the military quarter, and the class challenge against
Baron Rivendare. So it's the Warlock class challenge. It's really here to showcase the new Warlock card, the Void Caller.
Okay, now we didn't draw a Void Caller here, but what can you tell us about that?
Yeah, what we know about the Void Caller is it's the card that's trying to bring a demon-themed deck into Hearthstone.
Okay.
So it has a death rattle where it takes a random demon from your hand and puts it directly into play.
And why is that advantageous when you consider what demons are?
Yeah, so all demons, like if we look at this Doomguard, for example, a 5/7 charge for 5 mana is outrageously valuable. The only catch is that when you play him, you discard 2 cards. Most demons are really valuable for their mana cost, but come with a huge drawback.
Okay.
Decks like Zoo can get around this by playing a Doomguard when there's nothing in your hand. But what Void Caller does is if you have a Doomguard in your hand, they kill the Void Caller, you're able to kind of put that Doomguard into play without paying the cost at all.
Okay. Have you found that it actually works the way that you hope it would?
So far, I haven't found the Warlock demon theme to be that useful. It's a lot of situational cards that require specific things to happen.
Okay.
Your cards have to line up in the right order. So, for example, if you don't have any demons in your hand, the Void Caller is not very useful.
So if you draw him late in the game, not so helpful until you can build up something behind him, or if he gets sniped by direct damage between rounds, he's not necessarily going to give you the effect that you want when you've got an empty hand. Okay.
Yep. So he's actually really useful in what just happened. That's kind of the best case scenario. But this is computer AI. I'm pretty sure your average person wouldn't risk putting something like a Doomguard directly into play like that. But Baron did, so that's good for us.
And speaking of the Baron, tell us a little bit about his deck and the strange mechanic you're playing against right now. I see that he started with 3 minions on the board, and he appears to be protected by some kind of shimmery force field type thingy. Tell us what's happening.
Yeah, so what's happening in this deck is he's protected by these minions. So it's the 4 horsemen fight. So once you kill all 4, then you can do damage directly to him.
You mean all 3?
Or yeah, all 3, and then he's the 4th.
Right.
So what you're really looking to do, it's kind of a subplot game where you need to take care of him or take care of his minions, and then you can kill him.
And I see he's playing a lot of Paladin Secrets to protect those minions, but those are the only minions in his deck, right?
Yep, the only minions he runs are these, and then the rest is removal spells. So you'll actually find that pretty much anything you put on the board, he takes care of almost immediately.
Which is kind of a pain because your main offense in this fight is going to be minions, so he's got a lot of abilities to get rid of those. He also has the ability late in the game to outdraw you with his hero power, which is 5 mana to draw 2 cards, right?
Yep.
Okay. And tell us a little bit about his weapon there, which seems to have changed now that all his minions are dead.
Yeah, so his Rune Blade will get buffed as soon as you take care of his minions. So it's not too threatening at the beginning. It's a 1/3. And yeah, 1 attack, 3 durability. But once you take care of his minions, it becomes a 4/3 weapon. So it gets a lot bigger.
Okay. So looking at the situation on the board right now, he's got 1 life left.
Yep, we actually drew the last direct damage we need. So we were able to do the 2 damage, ironically, because it did the killing blow on him. We summoned a random demon. That's kind of Bane of Doom's effect.
Yeah. So a fairly easy victory for you there, and on that demon deck, viewing an interesting mechanic that we're not sure quite how useful it's going to be in player versus player, but still kind of need to check out. Tate, thank you so much.
Of course.
And any other thoughts on this?
Yeah, really interested to see what the community does with this. I don't think this particular demon deck's very good, but Void Caller does have a lot of potential, and it'll be interesting to see, because usually the decks that Blizzard craft are good to start. They show off the mechanic, but then you get it in the hands of the community as a whole, and then that's when we start to see something really unique. So it is possible that we'll see a demon-themed deck that is viable.
Okay, is viable or competitive at high level play. That's fascinating. I really hope I see that come to be. It's incredible what people are able to imagine up, looking at the synergy between these and seeing combinations that weren't immediately apparent.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, that's very cool. Well, folks, thank you so much for watching. For all your friends here at IGN, we encourage you to check out our other Hearthstone strategy videos and wiki guides. And thank you very much. Tate, thank you.
Of course.
Bye-bye, everybody.